Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a video where I predict who's going to win Drag Race Holland tonight after the finale. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to like this video, comment down below who you think is going to win, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright. So, I figured for this video, I would kind of give you my rundown on who I think will win Drag Race Holland and what the chances are looking like for each contestant. So, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first off, I want to talk about, Abby, oh my god, and Mama Queen. So, they both got, double Shantae last episode, right? And I've been thinking more and more about this, and I'm like, what was the purpose of this? Because I don't see any way for either of these queens to win the entire season. Unless they pull some weird double all lip sync competition like they do now in Drag Race US. I don't think they will. And honestly, I feel like I don't really understand why Fred let them both go through. Especially after that lip sync. In my opinion, either Abby should have gone home, or they both should have gone home. Because I don't see any way for Abby to win this entire thing. Same with Mama Queen. The only difference with Mama Queen is Mama Queen actually has a win. Abby had 0 wins and had to lip sync 4 times in this competition. So if they were to give her the competition, it just wouldn't feel right, you know? I don't see any feasible way for her to win. And for this reason, I was like, it doesn't make sense for them to bring them both forward. I don't completely understand why they did, and honestly, I feel kind of bad for Abby, because, like, she just gets to continue on another week with, like, 0 chance of winning the entire thing, and I don't really get that. I don't know. Again, let me know down below what you think. Next, I figured I would talk about Mama Queen a little bit. Mama Queen only has 1 win that we know of, that we all know, and she's continued to either be safe or in the bottom besides that. And I feel like because she's been in the bottom so many times, either close to lip sync or actually having to lip sync, I don't understand why they're keeping her along still. Like, at this point, I feel like it's a 2-person race to the crown. And I feel like keeping Mama Queen didn't really make sense. Like, even not last week, but the week before, when they had Chelsea Boy and Janie lip sync, that didn't make sense to me. They should have had Mama Queen and Abby lip sync at that time, at which point Abby should have gone home, which would have made the final 4 Chelsea Boy, Mama Queen, Envy, and Janie, which would have made more sense to me at least, especially with Chelsea Boy's record of either being safe or in the top. So I don't really understand why they did that 2 weeks ago. And then this is not only the first time of that, but I'll get to that later, actually. And then now we have Janie and Envy. These are the 2 feasible winners at this point. I don't necessarily think Janie will win. However, this week is a singing episode, I believe. Singing and dancing. And, which is what we had last week, obviously, with the Rusical. And Janie won the Rusical. So, if Janie can theoretically keep that going with her for singing and dancing competition episodes, then Janie should be able to do this episode, in which case she would have the equivalent to 3 wins. Not actually 3 wins, but you know what I mean. And Envy has 4. So there would be a potential for an actual, like, competition there. However, the realist in me is, like, Janie doesn't have much of a chance to win at this point. I feel like it's Envy's competition to lose still. So it kind of doesn't really make sense with those final 4, you know? It's basically a final 2 at this point. And I've been thinking more and more about this, and I go back to even the episode where they had Cedric Jean go home, when Abby had to lip sync 3 times. And Fred even said meh about the entire lip sync. So if they had kept Cedric Jean, and Cedric Jean only had 1 off week, then this might have been actually more of a competition at this point. Because Cedric Jean could have had multiple wins by that point, in my opinion, and also probably could have done well in the future episodes, like the Makeover Challenge, which we've gotten to see what she would have done for the Makeover Challenge. I'll go ahead and put a picture over here of that, by the way. which, as you see, would have been amazing. And Cedricine could have been either in the top or winning, in my opinion, if Cedricine hadn't gone home the week before. So again, continuing on with Cedricine doing well, minus that 1 week, Cedricine would have been more competition for Envy. So if we had theoretically had a top 4 of Chelsea Boy, Cedricine, Envy, and Janie, then we would have had a more interesting, in my opinion, final 2 episodes. Because we wouldn't have necessarily known who would win automatically, you know? And I feel like it's not really fair to Cedricine, it's not really fair to Chelsea Boy, that they both had to go home earlier than, in my opinion, than I think they should have. Because if they hadn't, we might have actually had something interesting to watch. Whereas I feel like now, it's not as interesting. Obviously, I mean, I'll still watch, and I'll still review it for you guys. But it kind of makes me question the entire elimination order in this competition. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Half the times when Abby stayed, I don't think Abby should have stayed. And I'm like, Fred, what are you doing? Why do you keep pushing Abby forward? What is the purpose of this? And again, it's just more and more of just confusing decisions that make no sense. So, like, I guess it's just their way of confirming it for Envy. I don't know, maybe that's just me. If Envy doesn't win tonight, I'll be shocked. If they give it to Abby, then something's wrong with this competition. If they try giving it to Mama Queen, then something's wrong with this competition. The only other winner I could potentially see, and this is a big potentially, big, like, maybe, like, not very likely, but a possibility still, would be Janie. But, like, even then, it wouldn't necessarily feel right for Janie to win. So I feel like they've just continued to take off the actual competition for Envy each week. And I feel like it's almost set up for Envy to win. Which, I mean, like, I love Envy, and I think she definitely deserves a win. It's just, I kind of wish Envy had actually had some real competition at this point in the competition, you know what I mean? So, that's sort of this video for guys, just my overall thoughts and opinions on this season of Drag Race Holland. I realize it's kind of a mess, but I just wanted to go through it and kind of tell you where I'm thinking and how I think this final episode will go about. Obviously, I will be reviewing it for you guys tonight, so definitely hit that subscribe button for that. I also will be starting my fantasy season of Drag Race All-Stars International. Yes, I'm going to be doing a fantasy season of Drag Race International starting next week, so hit that subscribe button. I will be doing multiple videos for the series, and giving you my thoughts and my opinions on how I would run a Drag Race All-Stars International, and who I would have come in, and how I would have the competition go through, and who I think would win ultimately in the competition. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Drag Race content, and comment down below who you would like to see in an international season. I'm still making my list and everything, so definitely comment down below if there's anyone you want me to include. I may or may not include them, we will see. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be back later tonight with another video, like I said. And subscribe if you haven't already, and share it all over social media, so let's get this channel growing. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Have a good bye. Bye, guys.